Hey, everybody, it's Justin Hollis for Triple Cover Podcast, coming to you from Jacksonville, Florida, the home of AEW Wrestling. I am here today to do a mailbag and talk a little bit about AEW Wrestling. And once a week, I will be coming to you on a vlog to talk to you about AEW Wrestling. I love it. I love everything about it. Can they do wrong? Yes, they can do wrong, but I like having another company out there that's going against WWE. It is good for the wrestling business. I like AEW. I like the direction they're going. Not to mention, Shad Khan is the financier of it. Tony Khan is the president of it. I am a huge Jaguar fan. I am in Jacksonville, Florida. So therefore, I love AEW wrestling. I am excited. So we got a couple questions in this week's mailbag. The first one is from Big League Minshew, and he states, "Are we going to see any more of Brandi Rhodes?" Now, let me give you a little background about Big League Minshew. Big League Minshew loves Brandi Rhodes. He thinks Brandi Rhodes is absolutely beautiful, which, hey, she's beautiful. What can we say? And that's why he wants to see more of Brandi Rhodes. It's not that Brandi Rhodes, he doesn't want to see Brandi Rhodes wrestle. He just wants to see her. He's in love with her. Um, I think we will see more of Brandi Rhodes. We saw a little bit of Brandi Rhodes last week on TV where she did a kind of a promo, a video with Awesome Kong. It was a really dark video, and I'm excited to see the direction that they're going to take Brandi Rhodes. Is she going to be a full-time wrestler? No. I don't think Brandi Rhodes is going to be a full-time wrestler. Is she going to be more of a manager? Yeah, I think she is. I think she's going to be Awesome Kong's manager based on that video. But I think she's going to be a part-time wrestler. I think you will see it, but I don't think the women's division will revolve around Brandi Rhodes. I just don't see it. I don't think it, but I think she's going to be a very important piece of the women's division, and I'm excited to see the women's division with Shauna and Jamie Hayter coming up. There's reports of Mercedes Martinez being signed. Those are a Big Swole. Those are some big names in wrestling that's going to up that division. It's going to make that division even better. A lot of people say that's where they've been slacking a little bit. Well, guess what? AEW's putting a focus on it, and you know if AEW's going to put a focus on it, they're going to get better at it, and they will succeed. And I think in the end, they're going to have just as good a women's division as WWE. They have a ways to go, but I think they're well on their way to establishing that. I think Riho is going to be in some trouble because there's some very talented women going after Riho. And then the next question, our second question of the other day, came from Derby Dan, and he goes, "Hey, is there going to be any other titles that they're going to introduce?" At the moment, no, I don't think so. But will they? Yes, I think they absolutely have to have some sort of mid card title. Whether it's a TV title or it's like a North American title, I don't like. A lot of people like the concept of a TV title that it's only defended on TV. I don't like that because you're yeah, though you can still set up feuds and everything. I like the idea of a title being defended on a pay per view, but I think a mid card title is more there's more of a chance you're going to lose it on TV. So there is that aspect of it. I think they will have a mid card title. I think they need it. I think the Darby Allins, the Joey Janela's, the Jimmy Havoc's, even some of the tag teams like Trent from best friends and any of the tag teams, if they want to split them into singles and have them go after those titles, I think that would be interesting too. They got Trent uh, tomorrow night fighting Pac, which is very interesting. I love that they're taking these tag teams and they're saying, "Hey, you can fight this," and that would give one of them the ability to go after a singles title if they wanted to go in that direction. But I think they will. Will we see it this year? No. Will we see it sometime next year? Maybe so. But I think that whoever gets it can be elevated into that main event status after they lose, or I can push them up into that. I think it's going to be a great title. I think they will. I think like a North American title, a U.S. title. Do you want to copy WWE with that? Yeah, I get it. No, you don't. But you got to come up with some name and just don't make it stupid. Okay, we don't like stupid names for titles. Make it seem important, even though it's a mid card title. You want it that important. You want it to have a little bit of importance to it. So that came to us from Derby Dan on that one. We had AEW Dark tonight. There's been a little mixed reviews. Some people said, it was okay. Other people said, hey, no, it was good. MJF said it was absolutely amazing because that is MJF. Now, there was a slight delay on Dark. It was like 45 minutes to an hour delay, and now we know why. Because MJF tweeted about 25 minutes ago, he goes, I was the guest commentator for AEW Dark. The 1 hour delay was because they had to edit out my most controversial commentary. I would like to apologize to no one. You still heard me speak, and honestly, you didn't deserve that. So, if anything, you're welcome. That is from the Salt of the Earth, and he said that he can literally, the question has been answered. He can literally do everything. Yes, MJF, you can do no wrong. You are the salt of the earth. You are absolutely amazing. Can't wait to see how AEW is going to use you in the future and that relationship with Cody, which leads us into Full Gear coming up this week. Whew, what a AEW Dynamite last week leading up into this week with Dustin Rhodes getting his arm smashed in the door, his head smashed into the side of the limo. The contract signing, nobody falling through a table, which there was a little shot at WWE with that, as there seems to be every week that they do that. But it was a great contract signing. I love the limo drive with Tony Schiavone talking about that and how they brought in a little bit of history into that, man. Money, absolute money. So it's going to be good. They're setting up for a heck of a fight on Full Gear coming up this Saturday. I do think Cody is going to lose that match. I think Chris Jericho is going to win it. I don't know what the plans is for that. Maybe they set up for another for the next pay-per-view in 3 or 4 months. But I do think Cody is going to lose that, and Chris Jericho is going to retain it. I think it's good for the title if Chris Jericho retains it, having that title on Jericho just for another 3 or 4 months so that the title's just not changing hands and changing hands and changing hands. I think it's good that the initial title run is a long one, is 4, 5, 6, 7 months long. I think that's going to be good for the prestige of the title if we go and keep it on Chris Jericho. I think that is going to be the way to go. This week, Cody has a huge announcement, a career announcement. I hope it's not a dud. Just please, Cody, I know you're listening to this because who else would listen to this besides the Cody Rhodes? Don't let this be a dud. Please, please, please don't let this career announcement be a dud, kind of like Seth Rollins on Raw. I'm just kidding. Calm down, people. Not really, not really. So we got that match. We also have Pac versus Hangman Page. Hangman Page has been if you watch Being the Elite, he's been kind of like very standoffish. I think we're going to start seeing a heel turn. Whether it's not going to happen at Full Gear, but I think they're setting up for a Hangman Page heel turn. Or maybe even a tweener where he's kind of bad, he's kind of good, he just kind of is a loner, he does his own thing. I think they're kind of moving in a different direction with him, which I think they should. They need to break him away and really start developing his character because I think his character has a ton of potential. I like to see what they're going to do with him. I like seeing him in the ring. The crowd was hot for him last week, as they were for Sammy Guevara. And they booed him like crazy. He was so over with heat. Sammy Guevara was, and you can thank Chris Jericho for that, as we should thank Jericho for everything. We also have Moxley and Omega. I think it's one I've been going back and forth with. I can actually see Omega winning this match because it's unsanctioned, and that's just going to drive Moxley crazy. And I can see that setting up on the next pay-per-view for another showdown to where the match actually matters. So at first, just then I changed my pick because I was going to pick Moxley, but I think Kenny Omega is going to win this. He's starting to string together a couple wins over the past couple weeks. I think we're going to see Kenny Omega win this match. Now that I really, really think about this, and I think it's going to set them up. This feud's not done. I think you could even see Pac thrown into this feud. We've seen him mixed in it. I think we can actually see Pac mixed into this feud for the next pay-per-view. I really think we can see that happen. I don't think I even gave you a pick for Pac. Hey, man, Pac's going to win that match. I do think pretty. Not I'm going to say pretty easily, but he's going to win that match. It's going to be a good pay-per-view. I'm going to get it. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to tweet throughout it, most likely. If you are not follow me at the Jaybird904. That's Duval, baby, Jacksonville. The Jaybird904. Give me a follow for insight into wrestling. I don't have any breaking news or anything like that. I'm just a wrestling fan, just like every one of you guys. I love it. I've been watching wrestling since I was 5 years old. I really got into it during the Monday Night Wars. Kind of faded out once WCW was bought out. Recently got back in it a couple years ago. AEW has me. I'm hooked. I'm a mark. I guess I'm a mark. That's what you can call me. I like AEW. Nothing against WWE, man. They are, as Seth Rollins says, we're the big dog. We are the company. I play in the minor leagues. Guess what? I love the minor leagues. And the minor leagues are coming, and they're going to kick your butt, WWE. They're going to kick your butt. Let's do this. Anyways, comment below with any questions that you have, and I will answer them next week. I would love to get to where we're doing 3 or 4 questions, 5 questions. We're going to talk about Full Gear next week too, the results of that. We're going to try to put these up before before Dynamite on Wednesday. That way we can talk about Dynamite, the next Dynamite, the week after. Post your questions below. Send them to me. I love you all. AE Dynamite, The Elite, Full Gear, Saturday. Don't miss it.